What's a secret you won't share with anyone in person, but you are willing to share anonymously? There is a snake that lives in the wall along the stairs leading to my basement. He has his area, and I have mine, and we respect each other's space. I found some kind of dangerous-looking snake in my armored vehicle when I was in the army. I was recovering from surgery and wasn't really concerned with maintenance on the vehicle, so I just left Juan, the snake, alone. On this particular vehicle, 1068A3, you need to open the front hatch, driver's hole, and climb through to pop the back door, allowing entry. Juan liked to curl up somewhere on the floor in between. This vehicle was a training vehicle, not combat ready, so not airtight or nuclear/biological/chemical proof. I assume Juan came through the floor. I don't. No, didn't really care. My painkillers told me Juan was my friend and we didn't bother each other. One day I'm told I'll be training a brand new private. I walk, crutch, her to the motor pool and verbally explain, with 1 foot and 2 crutches on the ground, how to open the vehicle. As her head disappears through the driver's hatch, I yell to her, "Oh, and don't step on Juan, I don't know if he's dangerous." I hear her climbing over rent pieces and she says, "Who's Jua? Oh my god, there's a snake in here." Yup, that's Juan. Hurry up and pop the back, my knee is killing me. The back door flies open and she raced across the motor pool, trying like hell to get away from this poor snake. Ate a huge sub at Subway. On my way out I let out a massive fart. I then drove to a gas station. I got out of my car and some old lady quickly parks her car behind me and angrily slams her car door, comes up to my face and starts screaming, "Just who do you think you are? Farting in my face like that, you're lucky I didn't calls the cops on you." She writes down my license plate number and drives off fast. I stood there confused for like 5 minutes. I never told this to anyone. I would have told everyone I knew, lol. I'm the reason my cousin is mentally handicapped. We are the same age, and when we were 7 our grandpa bought dirt bikes for us. Well, we decided to make our own trail in the woods, took the entire summer. I put this tree branch purposely at roughly head level, just so he could duck under it and it would look awesome. The branch was heavy, but I was able to sit it conveniently between 2 trees. He was more brave than me, so he went first. Being dumb kids, we didn't wear helmets. I yelled for him to duck, but he didn't and hit his head on the branch, got knocked backwards and hit his head again straight into the ground. I told everyone it was an accident. Grandpa sold the dirt bikes. I didn't see my cousin a whole lot after that. That was nearly 25 years ago. I see him every Christmas, and it's always the same. In a wheelchair, being spoon-fed by his mom. He can't speak, he likes to draw funny shapes. He most likely doesn't remember the incident, and I don't know if he remembers me. But that's what haunts me. I broke up with my ex-boyfriend because he was cheating. He and his best friend decided to break into my apartment and wait for me to get home from going out. What started out as a chance for him to talk some sense into me and get me back turned into them keeping me hostage, raping, and beating me for 18 hours. I never told anyone what happened because they threatened me. My family never understood why I broke up with him and they still invited him to family functions. I would go to holidays and he would show up. I asked them not to, but they still did. I stopped going around them and they have no idea why. I miss my nephews and nieces, but I can't go around them and risk seeing him, and at this point it's been so long since it happened that I don't think they will believe me. I just want the pain of what happened and having to lose my family over it to end, but it never does. Edit. Thank you so much for your kind words and support and some of your offers to hurt them, lol. I would love nothing more. I took your advice and made an appointment to see a therapist yesterday. I got on the 25th for my first appointment and I hope it will be the start of being able to talk about and get over this. Thank you again. You guys really helped me. Edit. Further update because of the huge amount of positive feedback and encouragement I have received. I went to my therapy appointment and have continued to go every week. I am seeing a lot of things I can and have already changed in myself, so I won't choose the wrong type of people to have in my life. I have reached out to my parents. I haven't told them everything yet. I am just not ready and I am okay with that. I will be okay one day and hopefully they will be understanding and loving like I see them being in my head. For now I am working on me and really that's all I can do. My therapist suggested I try dating and I did, but I saw a few red flags right away and was instantly turned off. I just don't think it's the right course of action for me right now, and again, that's okay. My therapist always ends our session by saying, one sunset at a time. And that's how I am going to live my life. I want to my daughter's childhood. It was her mother's boyfriend and it happened when she was 10. I found out about this only after many years. My daughter knows that I know, but she refuses to talk about it and will not bring charges against him. Maybe out of fear, or she is moving past it, I don't know. Only the daunting specter of a life sentence in prison stops me from hunting him down and killing the POS. If I magically got a pass from the police, 10/10 he is 6 feet under. On the day of our 10-year wedding anniversary, I found that my wife had been talking to a guy online, trading pics, talking about possibly leaving me for about a month and a half. I sort of knew the guy through the guild my wife and I were in, World of Warcraft. The night before, when I got home from work, she was telling me some jokes he had told her, and I found it strange that she found them as funny as she did. I felt like it wasn't something she would normally laugh at. So while we were on the couch watching TV, I logged into her Discord account and the first thing I saw was, "I'd send you butt pics but I'm being supervised." I immediately excused myself and went to bed. I didn't know what to think, so I just shut down. Upon waking up in the morning, I googled a script that would download their chat history from Discord and I read it all. My heart broke when I read, "I'm so angry at husband when he's not with me, but I'm fine when he's here." My heart shattered the first time I saw her say "I love you" in the chat logs. It shattered again when I saw "I thought banging husband a bunch would cure my horniness, but it hasn't." I haven't cried in. I can't even remember the last time I cried, but I cried 3 times while reading the logs. It was a sick train ride of deep sadness, despair, and anger seeing the progression of this happening. Getting further into the logs, I see them arguing, resolving said arguments, and then arguing again. At one point she exclaims to him she doesn't know why she's doing this and that she really loves me, but he's like her kryptonite and she can't help it. I can see both of them pushing each other away, yet still trading pics, presumably through Snapchat, although I can't prove it, every so often. By the end of the logs it appeared to me that they were basically buddies whenever one or the other got horny, I guess. It seemed like any relationship had run its course and they were just mechanically, or habitually, doing T. I confronted her. Said happy anniversary. Do we have another year? Told her I found the logs and read them. She explained how it happened, that we did have another year. She didn't know how to end it once she realized what she was doing, that she didn't really cheat on me, eye roll, that she would immediately block him on everything. I was pretty catatonic for almost a week. It's about 6 weeks later now. We seem to be doing fine now, I think. The trust is still broken though, and I still find myself wanting to log into all her accounts to check on things if she leaves her phone out or computer on. I am doing mostly okay at this point, though sometimes I'll hear or see something that reminds me of everything, like when I saw this post title, and I'll have an attack of depression? I guess. Hard to explain. I haven't talked to anyone about this because I still love her and I don't want my family and friends to hate her. Now, I feel like I should note why she was angry with me since I mentioned it but didn't really explain. She was angry because she felt like I wasn't doing anything / enough around the house. She talked to me about that, while she was already talking to him. Now, I felt like I was doing plenty and she just wasn't recognizing it. However, I still took her complaint seriously. So I started writing down everything I did around the house in a sort of daily journal, from picking up trash, cleaning up cat puke, taking care of the lil one, to picking up her old coffee mugs and used Splenda packets. I'm still doing this, because I realized while I was doing things around the house before I started the documentation, it was hard to say how much I was actually doing because most of it seems inconsequential by itself and I would forget what I had done, making it hard to say I wasn't just being lazy. When tracking it though, it's much easier to remember, without looking at the journal, and it all added together is actually a lot that I do. Plus, it's just satisfying to see the pages fill up from margin to margin with all of that stuff. Anyways. Thanks for this post. It's been really good to actually say something about this.